Most of North America's indigenous languages are endangered. With very few native speakers left, how can the languages possibly be saved? And why should the public care if we lose another language? These are the challenges the Indigenous Language Institute faces, an organization which promotes public awareness of the importance of revitalizing native languages.
We consider this as a silent crisis. This is considered a silent crisis because, of course, our voices, the indigenous languages, which are the voices of the people, are in decline. And it's silent also because it's such a intangible, and you can't see what's happening, or you can't really touch what's happening. So it's very hard for people to understand that it's actually happening, but also why it's important.
In a sense, the language houses the collective history and collective knowledge of any people. So those that speak a language learn the history, the traditions, what behavior is acceptable and what behavior should be avoided. All of those things are transmitted in the language.
Most linguists agree real-life immersion is the best way to learn language. This is the thinking behind the Tlingit immersion camp in Alaska, where only Tlingit is spoken. However, language teachers understand that the ideal situation is not always possible, so they are open to other methods of learning.
Inside this folder will have all of your documents.
Technology has not yet produced a better way to learn language, but advancements in multimedia, software, and the growth of the internet have led to an assortment of new language tools. The Indigenous Language Institute holds workshops in storytelling with technology.
This particular workshop is about teaching Native American groups to build storybooks in their native language. The whole point is merging technology with culture and language so that individuals as well as teachers, groups can produce storybooks of any kind to use in their classrooms, to read as bedtime stories to their children in an archive type format where it's available at any time.
One of the workshop participants was Ruby Pomona.
Nubo North Fork way to Noom. Nubo Noomani Yarohadu. I speak the Mono language.
Ruby is one of the last speakers of Mono, a nearly extinct language found in East Central California. Ruby attended the workshop to learn how she can better teach the language to young people. She understands that time is limited.
All the languages are disappearing. And we're trying to keep hold of it. If we can, much as we can, we try.
These same tools are being taught at the Puyallup tribe in Washington state, where an after-school program teaches children the Twelshutsi language. Here, the children are building their own presentation tools. The Twelshutsi language is nearly extinct, with only a handful of fluent speakers left. However, the language teachers at Puyallup tribe feel that the language is alive, as it is now being learned by the children once again. Children are at home on the computer and spend many hours online. And now a new company called LiveMocha is using the power of the internet in their approach to teaching language. LiveMocha.com is a free web-based language learning solution that combines instructional content with a community of native language speakers. They are looking to open up their platform so endangered languages can benefit from their built-in learning tools.
We have a platform that can be applied to the Native American languages, and if we can do that and help preserve the languages, I think that would be a great benefit that we'd be very proud to help in that kind of effort.
American Indian culture is beautiful, rich, and powerful. But can a culture survive without its language? Many believe the link is too strong.
The combination of language and culture is necessary. And with that, when a culture is there, when it starts to die, the language also starts to die, as well as when the language dies, the culture starts to die.
A Native American person, actually a Arapaho person, said that without language, culture is like just a shell in which people can see things. But without the language, it is certainly a surface without something inside. So that kind of sticks to my mind as how important language is.
Language is very important to American Indians. Many Native American tribes are racing against the clock to save their language while there are still native speakers living. Others have to go back and reconstruct their language from voice recordings and documentation. But today's language teachers work urgently to revitalize their languages in the hope that the next generation of native voices will still be heard. For Northwest Indian News, I'm Morgan Howard.